Hello and welcome to Coastal Crafts. So I'm coming on with an Aliexpress and eBay haul. So Aliexpress, a great website for getting really cheap crafty items, and eBay where I've been getting some more kind of second-hand or someone selling off bits and pieces. So I'll start off with these from Aliexpress. So actually when they came, I had 2 packets the same size of each one. I've opened them up and started using them. They will open, I don't know if you can see, and they were, let me have a look, £1.54 for 40 of these, and I just think they're so cute. They're little starfish resin shapes, and they're so glistening. Is that a word? Sparkly. Perfect and beautiful. The other side, they're very black, so I almost thought, oh, I'm getting some black items, but they're not black, they're just silver on the other side. And I also got, for £1.54 for 40, the same style, just in a star. This one's a bit more pointy actually, if you compare it to the other one. The other one's kind of more bumpy. This one's very sort of diamond like pointy, but they're so shiny and lovely. So I like those, they're cool. Let's try and get some focus on the action. And also in terms of jewels, I put this one into a pot already because I just wanted to try and be organised, and these are quite sort of diamondy in their pointiness. It's my descriptive words coming out now. Let's try and get somewhere. Yeah, but look at all the different colours as they glisten off the light. Really pretty. So these were 90p, and I got all of these minus some that I've already used to give you a rough idea how much you get. So I've maybe used about 4 of these, so that must be a good 40 in there, I guess, for 90p. I think they're really pretty. I find stuff like that really nice for just adding a bit of bling. Like, I like the little sticky gems that you get, you know, things like this. They're really easy to use, but these are just a bit more fancy, and it's nice to get them from Aliexpress because they're a good price. Shouldn't lean on there, should I? And then I've ordered a load of flowers, and some of them have arrived, so paper flowers, but they haven't all arrived. But from this shop, and I'll post links if you want links to anything down below, so just ask me. I'm not going to post them unless you ask. If you're not interested, that will save me the time not to do it. So I've used a few of these, but these black ones were 26p, and they're quite cute. I wanted small ones, so I particularly I've ordered in the past and ordered the big ones, but the small ones are quite useful for projects because they're not quite as bulky and big, so they're quite nice for a bit of detail. And they also had some in gold, which is a bit different. So give you a nice close-up look at those. So I haven't got any gold flowers, I don't think. So they would be nice on some projects. Actually, gold and black looks really nice together, doesn't it? And the gold ones were slightly more. They were 46p. But as you can tell, that's not a lot of money, is it really, when you think about it? So what else I picked up from Aliexpress? I have also got some of this trim. How much was this trim? What do I call it? 39p, so you get absolutely loads of it. But I just thought with this one, getting it in the green, it is really nice to sort of mix up maybe with some flowers in between and kind of have that down, maybe down the side of a card or a page of something. You know, it would look really pretty, maybe some handmade flowers, and you get absolutely loads of it for that 39p. So it's the kind of thing you can just sort of chuck in as an extra order. Yeah, and really nice, I think. And then before I move on to the dye that I got a sheet of this, like faux leather type stuff, I guess you call it, maybe vinyl. Not sure what you might say. It looks slightly different, I will say, on the picture. I sort of imagine it was a little bit more, maybe, I don't want to use the word sensory, like tactile. So I imagine the scales were a bit more raised, whereas they're more just kind of drawn on. But I still really like that. That's to make things like, I thought I could make really pretty bows from that, and it'd be really nice. Yeah, and other similar things, other similar embellishment type things. And for that, which is longer than A4 but not as wide, it was 82p. Looking around me, I can give you more of an idea with a ruler. That's amazing, isn't it? So that is about 32 centimeters or 13 inches that way, and the other way you're looking at nearly 8 inches, or for us metric peeps, 20 centimeters. Yeah, I quite like it. I shall see what I'll do, and I'll try and post something. Let's try and move these. They'll have to be sorted out properly. And last thing from Aliexpress, there's another one of those cute flowers. I've ordered a die. So I wanted some dies that were going to kind of make borders and things like that. So I saw this one, which was £1.46 on there. And I noticed with this, you could, you know, this comes separate. So you could have it just so it partly cut into the paper, and you just had this side cut out and that side was still attached to the paper, or you can cut the whole thing out, which is what I did do when trying it out. And I think this is more what I want to use it for, just sticking the whole thing, because I could imagine that with like maybe at the bottom of like a page in an album, or let's grab, like here's one of those albums I made the other day and I showed you, so you know it could sort of sit at the bottom, or you know it could be going up the side, and it just adds really nice embellishment. So I think I'm going to leave that part of it on there and have it so it cuts out. It did cut sort of almost too well, because the bits that are meant to be embossed have started to slightly cut in there. So at the moment I've been using a magnetic sheet in my big shop, but I might see about just adjusting that, although it doesn't matter. So it cuts, you know, it cuts out really nicely really, and you can just leave the bits in. So I think that's really pretty. £1.46, it's not a bad price. So that was what I got from AliExpress, but I have got more stuff coming in. So as I get a few more bits and pieces, I will do another video, so keep tuned. In terms of eBay, I had, I'll show you this stamp set first. I saw this one on, and I'm a massive fan of honeybee stamps. Absolutely love them. And I love my, you know, photopolymer stamps. And look how cute this one is. It's a little bunny, and if you cut around his arms, he could be holding a little rabbit or bedtime tales book, or a little drinks bottle, and you could even add a little bow there. So it's perfect for like a baby. Not that I've necessarily got any sort of kind of newborn babies to make cards and things for, but there are some little people that could receive this. And things like twinkle twinkle little star, do you know how loved you are, and I love you to the moon and back. That's just perfect for little children, isn't it? It's just gorgeous. I'm going to have some fun. I will make a project with that and show you. So yeah, pick that up from someone who was selling that off on eBay. Also from someone else, I got a pack of 3 of these. You know, I've been loving these Honkydory books lately. So this came in a pack of 3. I have opened them up. They had their little plastic around them, but I've opened them up. I was quite excited. So originally this one was the one that sort of made me think, oh yeah, I really want it, because it was all Easter. And I thought I can do some real Easter projects with that, and I will do. And it's so cute, like the bunnies and the little lamb. They are just adorable, and the deer and the bear, gorgeous. So yeah, I will be doing some Eastery projects with that. And obviously buying it on eBay makes such a difference to the price. Whereas they can go up to about £10, can't they, these little books, which is crazy. So on eBay sort of get about £3 each-ish. And then I've got Happiness Is, which was slightly falling apart, but that doesn't matter, because obviously they're going to be cut apart. So this has got quite a range of different bits, and as you've probably seen, I like to kind of decoupage it, so you know you get about 6 images with each one, and you can cut little bits out and layer them up. So I've got loads of different images, and there's some male ones in there, which will be good for manly cards, and some really pretty images. There's some manly ones there. I know that's being a bit sort of sexist and stereotypish, but you know, we know what a manly card looks like, don't we? And some lovely kind of countryside views, and we live in the country, so we like that, like a bit of countryside. So I'll just show you, here's one. I know I showed this in a previous video just to show you how I've, you know, popped up bits of that, and that was from one of those Honkydory books. And I just think, you know, it looks really cute when it's all popped up like that. So that's my plan. And then when I saw this one, I really like this one, because this was a matte-tastic one, and so the quality of it feels just even nicer because it's matte. And look how pretty that is for someone who's kind of an animal lover and a nature lover like myself. They are just gorgeous pictures, aren't they? And butterflies and illustrations and beautiful flowers, very botanical illustration style. So yeah, I picked up those 3, and then a slightly accidental purchase. I thought I was purchasing more of these little books, and it turned out I was only purchasing a little sample pack. So these were a slight mistake buy. So that shows the front cover of it. So obviously I've only got 1 sheet of these, which I'll still make use of, but I can't do my decoupage with only 1 of them. But these winged ones are very pretty. So they will definitely still get used. Very pretty. But as I say, a slight mistake. Oh, I love that one with the bird cage. A good bird cage. So beautiful birds in there. And I made the same mistake with another one, which was a nautical one. And as I say, we live near the sea, and in my family we're massive seaside lovers, and into our water sports, and so are our friends and things. So anything, and also it looks very much like places nearby where I live, so it's quite homely. So anything nautical comes useful, and for me that would make some good, like that be a lovely turned into a card for my partner, and for family members and things as well. So yeah, so this was a slight mistake buy, but I will definitely put it to use, and maps and things, great backgrounds. So there we go. So I picked those ones up off of eBay as well, and I think that hopefully we don't want to spend too much money on eBay and Aliexpress, but hopefully that is the extent of what I've got so far. And I'll just show you this cute little thing. Picked this up in Poundland, little herb garden container. Needs to be decorated or decoupaged somehow. £1. I'm just using that to store my stuff at the moment, but I must turn it into something more exciting. I will be back with more stuff, and probably other bits and pieces and shares as I go along. But for now, I'll speak to you soon. Bye.